Yo, what's up guys, it's Card Games here, and today I'm bringing you guys a Geargia deck profile for the March 2013 ban list. I still think Geargias are good, and I still think it's a deck that can catch people so much off guard, because Machine of Fortress is a really good card in the deck, and if you can protect it, you're typically in a winning situation. The amount of advantage that this deck creates is ridiculous. So I don't know, I'm testing with Geargias a lot right now. I stopped playing with Fire Kings because I'm gonna wait till Geargia comes out, but until then, here's my Geargia deck profile, and it's the deck I'm gonna be playing more often. I've been playing a bit of Chaos Dragons, and I think I'm just gonna stick with Geargia because I really like it. Alright, we're playing Free Armor. This card's amazing. Best card in the deck for searching everything. Does so much combos to defense, 1900 defense, hard to get by, sets up so many combos, and generates so much advantage in the deck. Okay, then we play Free Arsenal. People say you don't need Free Arsenal, and although that's true, I feel that you still want to have Free Arsenal. Just the fact that this card, top decking into this card isn't bad, drawing this early game isn't bad, and drawing this late game isn't bad either. A midway game, sorry, isn't that bad either. This card is so good, it becomes 1700 attack if it's by itself on the field because of its effect, and also just helps my first turn armor plays more live. Plus I can always side it out game 2, which is why I really like it. And then we play Free Accelerator. Accelerator is just a really good card. This is the card that makes you go Xyz crazy. It's basically your shark. It is literally your wind up shark for the deck, but for Geargias, and I really like this card, and I think it's really good. I'm so glad I can't get bottomless because it's 1400. Okay, and then for the Machine Engine, we play Free Gear Frames. This card's amazing. This also generates so much advantage in the way that when you add a card straight to your hand, makes so many pluses and makes your hand more live and makes you go through your deck pretty quick, which is always plus because deck filling is always good. Then we play Free Machine of Fortresses. Fortress is just an amazing card. I love going into this. I love making Big Eye. I love just the fact that me having this on the field late game is literally a winner, because likely their resources are going to be gone, and the fact that it's so live with the amount of gear frames I have, and also have also recycle them with Pot of Avarice, and when Digesto Emerald comes out in Hidden Arsenal 7, sorry, it's going to be even more better, because that means I can just constantly keep on reviving my Machine Engine and drawing cards off it. And then afterwards we are playing 2 Machine Cannons. Cannon is just really good. You can play 1, but I like to abuse the Machine Engine, because a lot of the time I've had so many games where I haven't even drawn a Geargia card, and I've drawn like a gear frame, 2 fortresses, and a cannon, and that's just literally just won the game. The fact that my opponent cannot get over those beaters so quick, and the fact that if they use effects, I can destroy their cards and look at their hands, which is why I really like this lineup, and which is why I really like the 8-card machine lineup, and I'd recommend it to a lot of people. Okay, then I'm playing 2 Thunder Kings and the Gauze for last monsters. This is 20 monsters in the deck. Gauze is unexpected and can really save your ass at times, so I think that Gauze is quite vital in the deck. Thunder King Ride, this card's just pretty decent against so many matchups. It's pretty good against Firefist. They can't like add their cards to their hand, and it's 1900 attack, which is pretty decent. Also, it works good in the mirror match, and it helps you get helps you against Murmurs, which is not the best matchup, if I may say. So yeah, Murmurs is probably one of the worst matchups. But yeah, that's the monsters, 20 monsters. Onto the spells. I play 1 Limiter Removal. Limiter Removal just helps you steal games, and it's such a good card. It's not bad at all in this deck. Not much people playing Gadgets, because Gadget's like more controlled, but Geargia, you kind of need it, and I've stolen so many games just by this card. And then we play Mind Control and Pot of Avarice. Mind control is really good. I really like this card in the way that I can just take my opponent's card and just attack full game, or I can just go exceed crazy with my opponent's cards. I mean, in one game my opponent had a set Raikou and he had a Swords of Revealing Light, and I mind controlled the card, which was the Raikou set, flipped the Raikou, destroyed his card, and just won that turn because he thought he was safe when he really wasn't. So yeah, that just helped me win games, and this makes so much recycling power, and I'm really surprised this didn't get hit by the ban list. But it makes just Geargia's an even better deck than it already is. Next we play 2 Forbidden Lance and 2 MSTs. I don't think you need 3 MSTs or 3 Lances in this deck. I think 2 and 2 is fine. It's not really like Fire Fist. Your cards aren't all bottomless targets, like Armor isn't a bottomless target, Accelerator isn't a bottomless target, but apart from that, everything else pretty much is. And I think that 2 Lances is fine. I don't want to overclock the deck with just spells in my hand, which is why I run just 2 and 2 of each, just for consistency. I don't feel the need for 3 of each in the deck. And also, I'm not playing Pot of Duality, because although Pot of Duality is really good early game, it can make your it can make hands which are bad good, and hands which are good bad. So that's why I'm opting not to play it. Then we play the Trinity every Reborn Dark Gold. And that rounds up the spells. 10 spells. I like this ratio of 20 monsters, 10 spells, 10 traps. It just gives me a lot of versatility, I believe. So on to the traps. We are playing the Solemn Brigade, both Warning and Judgment. Warning is sadly gone to 1, but still as good as good. It's still really good. Okay, then we play 2 Fiendish Chain. I think Fiendish Chain is going to see quite a lot of play. I really didn't want to put 2 Veilers, because that would just decrease the trap lineup, and the fact that Fiendish Chain can stop an attack makes Fiendish Chain a bit better in my opinion. So I put 2 Fiendish Chain. It's worked really good, worked fine, and I'm really liking it in the deck, and I think more people are going to start playing Fiendish Chain right now because of Fire Fist and so many decks that use effects right now. Okay, then I play 2 Bottomless Trap House. Bottomless is just really good, and I think it's an amazing card and good against so many matchups. I think you need to play it almost every day. And then the one-offs, we play 1 Starlight Road, 1 Torrential, 1 Deep Prison, 1 Mirror Force. Okay, if you guys have been on my channel recently and subscribed, you do reckon that I like playing 1 of each. Mirror Force, 1 Deep Prison, 1 Mirror Force. I don't like two of each. I think that's just a bit too much with the banishment and stuff, and people can read your play, so I don't like too much of it. However, 1 Mirror Force, 1 Deep Prison works fine in so many situations where they come at the right time, which is why I like them. Also Torrential, you typically don't want to Torrential the field if you haven't Geargia armor on the field. So you only play 1 Torrential just for that situation. I mean, I love this card. It's come at the perfect time when I've needed it, which is why I really like playing one-offs and traps, just because they all come in at the right time, literally. And then Starlight Road, mainly because the only typical combo is when you have a Gear Giant, a Machine of Gear Frame, and a Machine of Fortress on the field. The only card that literally can stop that play is a Mirror Force or a Dark Hole. And Starlight Road, if you activate Starlight Road, you win the game, because it makes you have enough that battle damage to OTK, which is why I like it, and plus just makes you feel more secure. So that runs up the traps. 10 traps, 10 spells, 20 monsters, 40 card deck. On to the extra deck. This extra deck is going to change a lot when Arsenal 7 comes out. We play 2 Giga and X's. This card's really good. I think you need 2 in the deck. So many games where I go into 2, especially if I have like 2 accelerators in hand. You go through 2. Then we play 1 Utopia. Utopia is just a really good card, and I think it's pretty staple in decks where you can make rank falls really easy. 1 Maestroke. This card's amazing. I've needed certain games where I've needed 2, but I don't have enough space in it to play 2. 1 Photon Pop Operative, because it's really good and just helps you win games when you detach and make his Zen mains go into attack mode. It's just really good for It's basically the Zen main skiller, and it's also pretty good against Spirit Reaper. And then we play Gym Light Pearl and Fairy King. These cards work really good hand in hand under goes in match, and it's just really good cards. And this is really good if you wanna, if you attack with gear frames and something, and they drop a gauze on you or something, and you want to make the gauze token weaker, or you want to make the gauze itself weaker, you just go into Fairy King and just detach, which is what I really like, because gauze can do some issues if you're overextending. Okay, then we play Steel Storm Roach. This is pretty much necessary against Chaos Dragons, and yeah, just if you can summon this and protect a couple of backgrow against Chaos Dragons, you win the game, as long as they don't have like a Raikou to save you. To save them, sorry. And then you play the Geargia Cowboy, the Abyss Dweller, and Mirrorgeist. I'm not playing Shockmaster in here. As I don't think it's that necessary in the deck. This is good against Dark Worlds and so many matchups. This is good for stealing games, and this is just good for those pesky cards against Insectors, when they have like their Hornet set on the field, or a Raikou or something. So yeah, that's the rank 3s. The rank 4, sorry. Then we play a Big Eye and a Guy Dragoon. These are pretty staple. Guy Dragoon you go into actually more often than you'd think you would, and you are playing Mind Control, so it's pretty good when you Mind Control an Adris or Tyrus or whatever the hell, depending on the deck you're playing. Then we play the Gauze and Chimera Tech because they're side Cyber Dragons, and Stardust Dragon for the Starlight Road. And here's my Gauze token. Okay, so I'm actually going to show you guys the side deck because I've been testing this deck quite a lot with my friends. Okay, we play 2 Cyber Dragons. This card's really good, makes Machine a Fortress, what's that, Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon against the Mirror Match, and it's just a really good card overall. Then we play 3rd Space Typhoon and 2 Dust Tornadoes. These against like Exodia, Chain Burn. I mean, there's still some Exodia decks out there with like the Wear Out Now and stuff that I think you still need to play these cards. And then we play for some funky techs, I would say. You play 1 DNA Surgery and 1 DNA Transplant. DNA Transplant makes you basically can choose 1 attribute and all the monsters become that attribute, which is why I really like it. And also DNA Surgery is really good because you make you make every monster a certain type. So like spellcasters, you can call spellcasters, and every monster on the field become spellcaster. So it's pretty good against deck like spellbooks, where you can just make them call something that you don't really that like. You can call, I don't know, machines, I guess, and then summon Cyber Dragon, and then go fuse all their monsters with Chimera Tech, which is pretty good. DNA Transplant is pretty good, and this card's really good against Fireface because it will stop them from going into their beds because you can just change the attribute. Okay, then we play 2 Rivalries and 2 Gozens. They're both ideal for their own situations, which is why I play them. This isn't good against. This is pretty good against Warriors, but this isn't, and so many matchups that they're good against, and they both worked. They're both pretty good. I think you need to play them still in the deck because you don't know the road decks that come out every now and then. Okay, then I play 2 Mind Crush. This card is my side for Murmels, and it's pretty good, and it served me pretty well, and also helped me. It's helped me in like top decking situation. I was playing against a skill drain dude, and I activated this card on his draw phase, and I said Malefic Cyberone Dragon, and he happened to have it, which would have made him win the game, but instead I destroyed it, which is why I really like it. And then final 2 cards is Macrocosmos. It doesn't hurt Geargias as much as you'd think it does, and it's just really good, and 2 pawn against Murmels that I think you need to play it, and just good against so many matchups. And the fact that Geargias can play Macrocosmos just makes them a really good deck for next upcoming format, I believe. So yeah, that's the deck profile. If you like this video, please remember to comment, rate, subscribe for more Yu-Gi-Oh videos. Cheers guys for watching. Adios.